This is VaShawn of Head, One Man's Opinion. And like most things with me, this just came to me to do this recently, this morning, as of this morning. I have been very disheartened. I've been sad the last few weeks. And I've been blessed to be guided to continue to push through. I lost my cousin, Clyde Smith. But I didn't lose. I lost the machine. The spirit, the flame was always with me in all of that thing. In that event happening, that sadness happening, the joy of rekindling 30 years with my family was amazing. Then I lost two friends, and while they were playing poker, there was a drive-by on another house, and the two of them were hit. This is out to you, May May. She lost her uncle the same way, in very similar circumstances. Now, first let me ask you a question. What's the difference between miracle and anomaly? Oh, let's establish something. I have two acronyms, if you would be so kind to join me with. IMHO, in my humble opinion, and A2D, agree to disagree. I've been having serious issues with dealing with the sadness of being looked at as an anomaly. See, a miracle, in my humble opinion, is something that is perceived to be blessed, something that is perceived to be from a higher power. And I would like to say this real quick. If you believe in something greater than yourself, by Noah Webster's definition, that is God. We'll get into that when we talk about my book in another section. So if you believe in something greater than yourself, you are cool with me. Okay? We need to stop squabbling over words, and I'm going to teach you about that too. In the Willie Lynch letters, one of the rules to dominate a people, not a race, but a people, is to control the language and to obliviate their own language. Sound familiar? Your King James Version of the Holy Bible? Okay, Babylon, where we spoke one language. When I introduce to you some history, hopefully, we'll be able to have a foundation of understanding. I often drift, so if you have to rewind me, please do. I often let you know to please share, and I do stop. But at this time, I need to have your attention. A miracle is something that is blessed, something that you feel comes on high. An anomaly is something that you don't understand. Something that because you don't understand it, you fear it. Something that even though you see what you see, you can't believe. IMHO. There have been certain members in my close family that have seen me as an anomaly. But I am very, very, very blessed to say by the Alpha and the Omega that everyone else that I am being blessed to touch and share my 1% with see me as a miracle. And all I'm doing is, I talk movie talk. So Evan Almighty, ARK, or ARK, one act of random kindness. And it's sad that that one act that I try to do 50 or 60 times a day touches them so deeply because they don't get it. So to those that are wondering, I am what I am, and that's all that I am, since Popeye the Sailor Man. I only know how to be one way, and you all know. So, with that stated, I'm going to move to the next segment because I want you to understand something, and this is why I wanted to go live. I have been going over and over and over in my own Rise of the Phoenix, One Man's Opinion by VaShawn, the series. My first book is out. The Rise of the Phoenix, The Illusions Revealed, plural. And I'm now being blessed to record it for my father-in-law. Love you, Papa Barry. I'm Mama Karen. Because he is losing his eyesight at 78 years old. The man is amazing. Hopefully one day you'll get to see a picture of him. And in doing so, I'm hearing once again everything that I've learned. See, we don't just simply learn from reading it one time. That's what the machine wants you to believe. You really do need the repetition to learn. And we know that scientifically as a process of raising a child or quote unquote training an animal. We'll get into those feelings later. So, I'm going to be able to show you, in my humble opinion, and answer your questions. I'm going to be able to let you know, because I have a glossary in my book, in the middle of my book, where I go with Noah Webster, 1828 and 1859, the man's own dictionaries. The 1859 one I was actually blessed to get my hands on. And it is the one that he wrote to be able to communicate with the Queen of England. So that was the first edition of the United States of America's dictionary. See, we have to have a true understanding and return to an original relationship and a religion. I mean, not religion. Yes, actually a universal religion. Okay? Of a higher power, of a cosmic level. Einstein. I gave a talk on Blog Talk Radio Monday. Alfred Porter, man of the street. And I let this be known. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. And I'm not telling you definitely anything that you don't feel. Because the higher power is not a concept or a thought. It is a feeling. The same way you feel about happy, feral, despicable me. That's what you're supposed to feel when you think about your higher power. So I'm going to introduce myself in the next segment and take you around the blessings that I have around me. And then in the next segment after that, I'm going to show you some of the gifts that I have, because I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. And what that means to me is that my hat off to the professional, because I know a little about a lot of things. But the person that dedicates their life, if they know how to teach it, if they know how to show it, and if they know how to touch a person that they are talking to with it, are masters. Namaste. Blessings. Assalamu alaikum. One Man's Opinion by VaShawn. Google search, Amazon.com, YouTube, SoundCloud, where I'm going to put the preface of my book, Facebook and Instagram. Love you.